Hi everyone, you are most welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how I did this hair. So I started off by braiding my cornrows to my back, not too big or too small. My cornrows are not perfect, but then when I braid them, it's still good for me. And then allows me to do whatever I want to do with them so far as it remains crochet. Now, if you don't know me, my name is Juliana. You are welcome. If you're an old subscriber, thank you. If you are new, you are most welcome. You are most welcome. You're most welcome to my channel. I hope you do love my videos, and if you are interested for more, please subscribe and turn on the notification button, baby. Turn it on so that you don't miss any video that I post. I am able to braid cornrows perfectly for people, but then when it comes to my own, I kind of mess it up a little, but then it's fine. Everything doesn't have to be perfect, you know. It's left with my last braid. And then when I was done, I used my thread and needle to secure the rest of the hair that was standing alone. I was having issues with my lighting, so pardon this particular scene. I fixed it for my subsequent scene, so please stay tuned. I'm starting off from my back and inserting the crochet pin in the hair, opening the loop and then pulling the rest of the strand and then making a knot. If you haven't seen my full tutorial on how to do crochet, I would recommend that you watch my previous videos in my hair tutorials so that you would be able to see how I do crochet for beginners, okay? And here I am continuing to do my back. So when you're doing crochet and you have the cornrows all to your back, make sure that you are not inserting the pin right under your hair. It has to be on top of where you have gathered the hair at your back so that it doesn't really pull your hair strands at the very part that your hair ends on your neck. Otherwise, you're going to really experience some pains. So you start on the top of the hair at your back, okay? So that you don't experience any pains at all. I am done with the hair and I'm going in to fill in the second part. And as you can see, I have jumped a little higher because the hair is pretty matched. The hair is pretty matched. I'm using the darling hair. If you remember, I used the same hair for my butterfly locks, and the rest of the hair that was left, I bought quite some number of packs, and so the rest of the hair that was left, I decided to use the rest. I didn't reuse the one I used for the crochet loss because this hair, my experience with it is that it kind of tangles a lot if you're not careful with it. So I didn't feel like reusing the one I used for the crochet. So I just went ahead to use the new packs that I had. And I am moving on with my second row, as you can see. And I'm using the same crochet method. You insert the pin, you pull the hair, making the loop, and then you pull the rest of the strands through the hoop and make a knot. So that's basically what I am doing here. You know, and then the trick for this darling hair is that it's very, very voluminous, but then it's so light. I promise you that it is not heavy at all. It is so light, just that it can be a little heated inside, especially if you are not in a very deep air conditioned room, or you don't have a lot of air passing through your room. You would experience a lot of heat. But then when you're able to put your hair together, you should be good to go. For mine, it is very, very light, I promise. But then it comes with quite some heat. So be prepared if you are planning for this hairstyle. And one of the tricks when it comes to crocheting is that you use your fingers to trace where you are and where you want to insert your next crochet hair next. Everything is about your fingers. Everything is about your fingers and making sure that, because your mirror cannot capture every part of your hair for you to see, especially the back and the middle of your hair. Even if you have two-sided mirrors, you cannot see every part of your hair. I'm going in with this color and then fill just one line of my hair so that it becomes kind of like a style for me, you know. And you need a lot of patience so that you insert the crochet very accordingly on your hair or on your cornrows so that they come out very well at the end. So don't rush it, be patient and do it well. I am only using the colored hair at one side of my hair and I'm crocheting on just one line of my cornrows. Now it's left with these small portions and I'm going in to fill these portions as well. It's left with this one last row, then I will be done. It was so voluminous. I couldn't see my face when I was getting to the end, but then I'm glad I pulled through. So make sure that you are securing it very well at the front. I didn't really do two ties. You know, for some crochet you do two ties, but then this hair is kind of rough, so when it secures, it doesn't come out. So I didn't do two ties or two knots at the front. I just did just as I started from the back. And this is the finished look for the pattern that I am going in with. I'll go ahead to do some trimming at the ends so that the edges kind of lay well for me, because they were kind of too long and then some were stretching down. So I used scissors to trim the ends to make sure that everything is in place and well. And I was going to sleep, so I covered it and then I actually put it in small braids or big braids depending on the volume, and then I put it in my what's it called, my head wrap. Now I'm coming to style it, so I'm removing what I did. It's not too difficult. I only used rubber bands and then I just twisted it and then I was able to pack it in the headband. No, a bonnet. Come on, girl. It's a bonnet, not a headband. Who taught you? It's a bonnet. Alright, so I'm going to style my hair. One thing I like about this hair is that it is very soft. So you can manipulate it as much as you can. You can manipulate it and it really obeys. When you have your rubber band and you have your bobby pins, it can obey you like magic. It's very soft. Don't be scared by the volume. It is very soft, I promise. And you are going to have your way if you use your bobby pins well and if you use your rubber bands very well, and you will be good to go. I think some people use the same hair for bridal look, but in the experienced hairstylists, you do it very well. They are able to wrap it and twist it very well, and then it'll be looking so cute on people's hair because it's soft, and then you can do whatever you want to do with it. So here all I'm doing is I'm just twisting the upper part or my middle part of the hair around to make sure that I have something like a bum on my head, in the middle of my head, and then I'll pull the rest of the hair up to my back like you saw from the beginning. So that's all what I'm doing for my styling. And I'm using my bobby pins to secure. So when I was using the bobby pins, I clip it to my cornrow and then I clip it together with the hair as well, and then it all stays in one place. And you know me, I move up around so much when I go to church, and so it doesn't fall off, it doesn't come out, no parts come out as well. So yeah, if you don't know me, I sing at church, I dance at church, I do a lot of movements at church. So when I do this kind of styles and I go to church, they all stay in place. That is why I am recommending that you use your bobby pins very, very well. It was still voluminous. My husband wasn't loving it, so I just had to pull it back, and then he said this was good, so I went with this instead. And I think I love it at this part. Tell me if you love it and if you are going to do the same style. Thank you so much for staying with me. I love you for watching. We have reached 1,000K, 1,000 subscribers. Thank you all so much. I love you for the love and support. Please subscribe and share with your family and friends. Bye.